Have you ever wondered how some people seem to effortlessly achieve their goals, while others struggle to stick to even the simplest of routines? The secret lies in the power of habits. High performers understand that success isn't about willpower alone. It's about building a system of habits that propel them towards their goals. Let's start with a simple truth. We are all creatures of habit. From the moment you wake up to the time your head hits the pillow, your day is a tapestry woven with countless habitual actions. These actions, often performed without a second thought, form the backbone of our daily existence. But where do these habits come from? How do they take root in our lives? What is the invisible force that shapes our routines and behaviors? The answer lies in the intricate workings of our brains. Our neural pathways are designed to create shortcuts, making repetitive actions easier and more efficient over time. Every habit, from checking your phone incessantly to that daily jog, begins with a cue. This cue is the initial spark that sets the entire habit loop into motion. Think of a cue as a trigger, a signal that sets your brain on autopilot. It's the starting point of a sequence that your brain has learned to follow. It could be a specific time of day, a particular location, or even an emotional state. These cues are everywhere, subtly guiding our actions. Remember that familiar buzz in your pocket? That's your cue, your phone's way of saying, "Hey, look at me." It's a call to action that's hard to ignore, and what happens next? You guessed it, craving. This craving is a powerful motivator, urging you to respond to the cue, that irresistible urge to check your notifications, to see what you've been missing. It's a feeling that can be both exciting and overwhelming. The craving is the engine that drives the habit loop. It's the force that propels you to take action, seeking the reward that follows. It's the desire for the reward that awaits, the dopamine hit that tells your brain, yes, this feels good, let's do it again. This reward reinforces the habit, making it more likely to occur in the future. Think about your morning coffee routine. It's a perfect example of how cues and cravings work together. The smell of freshly brewed coffee, the sight of your favorite mug, these are your cues. They signal the start of a comforting ritual. And the craving, that surge of anticipation for that first sip, the promise of a caffeine-fueled start to your day. It's a moment you look forward to day after day. Understanding this cue-craving relationship is crucial because it gives us the power to consciously shape our habits. By recognizing these patterns, we can take control of our actions. By identifying our triggers and the cravings they ignite, we can begin to rewire our brains and design a life filled with habits that serve us. This awareness is the first step towards meaningful change. Now that we've unmasked the dynamic duo of cues and cravings, let's talk about the heart of the habit loop. The routine. The routine is the action you take in response to the cue and craving. It's the behavior you want to automate, the habit you're trying to build. Think of it like this. The cue sets the stage, the craving lights the fire, and the routine is the dance you perform in the flames. Routines can be as simple as brushing your teeth every morning or as complex as writing a chapter of a book each day. The key is to make them specific and actionable. Instead of saying I want to exercise more, a better approach would be I will go for a 20-minute walk every day after lunch. The more specific and well-defined your routine, the easier it will be for your brain to adopt it as a habit. Remember, our brains are wired for efficiency. They love shortcuts and automated processes. By establishing clear routines, we're essentially creating mental shortcuts that conserve energy and make it easier to stick to our desired behaviors. So embrace the power of routines. Break down your goals into small, manageable actions and watch as those actions transform into habits that shape your life. The reward system, your brain's best friend. Let's talk about everyone's favorite part, rewards. Remember those dopamine hits we discussed earlier? Well, they play a crucial role in reinforcing habits. When you perform a routine and experience a positive outcome, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine surge tells your brain, hey, that felt good. Let's remember to do that again. Think about the feeling of accomplishment after a productive workout or the satisfaction of checking off a task from your to-do list. These positive feelings are your brain's way of saying you're on the right track. Keep going. The key to leveraging the reward system is to choose rewards that are both meaningful and motivating. If you're trying to build a reading habit, reward yourself with a cup of your favorite tea after each chapter. Trying to stick to a regular sleep schedule, treat yourself to a relaxing bath before bed. The reward doesn't have to be grand or extravagant. Even small rewards can have a powerful impact on habit formation. So get creative and experiment with different rewards to find what works best for you. Remember, you're essentially training your brain to crave the positive feelings associated with your desired habits. Your environment, the silent architect of habits. We often underestimate the profound impact our environment has on our habits. The spaces we inhabit daily shape our behaviors in ways we might not even realize. But the truth is, our surroundings can either support or sabotage our best intentions. A cluttered desk can lead to a cluttered mind, while a tidy space can foster clarity and focus. Think about it. Have you ever walked into your kitchen, spotted a plate of cookies, and suddenly felt an irresistible urge to devour them all? It's almost like the cookies are calling out to you. That's your environment at work, subtly influencing your choices. The mere presence of those cookies can trigger cravings you didn't even know you had. The good news is that we can leverage this knowledge to our advantage. By making small adjustments, we can create environments that encourage positive habits. By consciously designing our environment, we can create a space that nudges us towards our desired habits. It's about setting ourselves up for success. Let's say you're trying to build a daily writing habit. Instead of leaving your laptop tucked away in a drawer, set up a dedicated writing space with all your supplies within reach. Trying to eat healthier? Instead of leaving your laptop tucked away in a drawer, set up a dedicated writing space with all your supplies within reach. Trying to eat healthier? Make sure your fridge is stocked with fresh fruits and vegetables. Make sure your fridge is stocked with fresh fruits and vegetables, and keep those tempting processed snacks out of sight. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. It's not about willpower, it's about making the healthy choice the easy choice. It's not about willpower, it's about making the healthy choice the easy choice. So take a look around your environment. Are there any changes you can make to support your desired habits? Could you rearrange your furniture to create a more inviting workout space? Could you declutter your desk to minimize distractions? Small changes can make a world of difference. By thoughtfully curating our surroundings, we can pave the way for lasting positive habits. Consistency, the unsung hero of habit formation. We've explored cues, cravings, routines, and rewards. These elements are crucial, but they are just the beginning. Now let's talk about the glue that holds it all together: consistency. Without it, our efforts can easily fall apart. Consistency is the key to transforming those initial efforts into ingrained habits. It's the bridge between starting and succeeding. Think of it like watering a plant. Regular care is essential for growth. One good watering won't do much. Sporadic efforts yield minimal results. But water it consistently over time and you'll witness remarkable growth. The plant thrives just like your habits will. The same principle applies to habit formation. Repetition is the mother of skill. It's not about perfection, it's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Persistence is key. Set a specific time each day for your new habit. Consistency thrives on routine. Whether it's 30 minutes of exercise, 15 minutes of meditation, or an hour of focused work, make it a non-negotiable part of your schedule. Prioritize it like an important meeting. Remember, life happens. There will be days when you miss a workout or skip your writing session. Don't beat yourself up. The key is to get back on track as quickly as possible. Resilience is part of the journey. Don't let one slip-up derail your progress. Every day is a new opportunity. View it as an opportunity to learn and adjust your approach. Adaptability is crucial. As you consistently repeat your desired behaviors, you'll build momentum. You'll notice something incredible happening. The actions that once felt effortful will become second nature. You'll find yourself doing them almost automatically. You'll crave that morning run, relish those moments of mindfulness, and find joy in the process of building a life you love. Consistency is the unsung hero of habit formation. Relish those moments of mindfulness and find joy in the process of building a life you love. So there you have it. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of habit formation, exploring the intricate workings of cues, cravings, routines, rewards, and the importance of consistency. Remember, building lasting habits is not about willpower or overnight transformations. It's about understanding the science behind behavior change and using it to our advantage. Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. Embrace the power of cues, identify your cravings, establish clear routines, reward yourself for your efforts, design an environment that supports your goals, and above all, be consistent. Now go forth and conquer those habits, my friend. And remember, as the great philosopher Winnie the Pooh once said, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Or maybe he didn't say that. Either way, it's good advice.